Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to Leo Love Readings. This is a reading for Aries and Aries cross watchers. I'm going to be giving you guys a love message from somebody who loves you. This is my new little holiday setup this says joy. I don't know if you can really tell, there's a lot of light back there. I also am not using any extra light sources since there's so much here, so I'm going to give this a shot and see if it works out okay, if it looks alright, if it's bright enough. So let's see, I'm just going to cut the deck. And Spirit says it's 8 cards that are going to give you your message. 8 is a really good number. It's a number of eternity. If you've been seeing that number a lot, that might have a little bit of significance for you, but this is your message. Let's see. My words are true. Is there enough light? I do not know. Let's see. I am intimidated. It looks a little dark. I don't know. I feel like I probably am going to need more light, which is kind of a bummer. I'm not going. This person is not going anywhere, even though they're intimidated. Let's go on a vacation. So I want to take you somewhere. This person may be coming in and offering that to you. You make me feel like a precious gem. So you make this person feel fantastic. Like you make them feel special in a way that nobody else ever has. I'm a stubborn person. Really? That literally came out in the last Aries reading. Now you have a literal card explaining how stubborn this person is. Okay, so that's 6. 2 more. Life is better with you in it. Yeah, you can barely see that. I'm definitely going to have to add more light in the next reading. I like it like this, though. It's like a nice ambiance. And last card is You're My Mirror. So you could be dealing with a twin flame if you're a twin flame, or this is just a really high-level soulmate where you guys are, like, I'm hearing a mirror image of each other. You guys could like a lot of the same stuff, have a lot of the same, like, important views in common. You might like some of the same music. You might have the same sort of vernacular. You might pronounce certain words the same way, or find that you use the same sort of words or the same sort of verbiage. You might have a similar cadence, like you might walk or move in the same rhythm, or maybe speak in a similar rhythm. Those are all, especially the rhythm thing, that is indicative of energy imprints, energy vibration. You guys have a very similar vibration. This person is intimidated by you, but they're telling you the truth. This person is like no bullshit. I'm hearing no bullshit. Like, I'm hearing this person say something, and then after that they're like, no bullshit. Like, either they're saying it in their mind, or maybe this is a conversation that you're going to have with them in the future. They want to take you on a vacation. Take you on a vacation. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to travel anywhere with this person. They might just want to spend some time with you that is outside of your normal schedule, and it could include anything that you guys both enjoy. You know, you guys could go look at Christmas lights, or you might have like a horror flick I can't think of the word when I hate it when I start channeling and my, like, the part of my brain that remembers words shuts down. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Marathon, a horror flick marathon. So it could be, I mean, it could be anything, absolutely anything. But this person wants to spend some time with you that is like kind of outside of what you both normally do. Take some time off of whatever your busy schedules are, whatever your normal schedules are. You guys could both be hustlers. You both could just constantly work. Um, and this, I feel like this person wants to treat you. They want to get you out of the grind that you're in. And this person is determined to be with you with the I'm not going. They're determined to be a part of your life. They don't want to leave. They don't want to leave your life. Their life is better with you in it. I don't know if this person needed some time to realize this, but they realize it. They understand it. You make them feel so great. It's like, I feel like this person, they're stubborn, so they think a lot, and they're very, like, in their head, I feel. And they spend a lot of time contemplating things, contemplating everything, contemplating events, contemplating whatever they are interested in. I feel like this person has like specific interests that they really like throw themselves into. Like they're kind of addicted to things, but not necessarily in an unhealthy way, but they just have really strong interests. Like this person might be like a musician and really be really interested in music and the music field and instruments and things like that. Or they might be interested in the medical field. They might be a healer. They might be interested in esoteric things, cult-like things. They might be interested in, I don't know, like just anything. But they might be a college student, or they might have a career that they're really involved in. This person is very passionate, and they're very like enveloped in their passions, and so they think a lot, they contemplate a lot. They could be a writer. I'm picking that up as well. This person might write. Could be an entertainer. They could be, they could be in the spotlight. They could be a celebrity on a celebrity level. There's so many different things, but this person, they think a lot and they spend a lot of time alone because they put so much energy into what they're doing that they need some downtime to kind of rest and recuperate, and they kind of have to do that alone because they put so much of who they are into what they do. And they're also very stubborn, so they do things a particular way. And they're very hard-headed about the way that they do those things and how they feel about those things. So they think a lot, and I'm also getting a scientific vibe here where they will do experiments. And so they've been doing experiments with you, and you might not know that they're doing this, but one of the things that they have done is, since they've met you, or since they have figured out they like you or have feelings for you, they have done something that has given them an idea of what their life would be without you in it after they met you. Life is better with you in it. I'm sorry, you can't see that very well. Life is better with you in it. So they've figured out what it feels like without you since they met you, and they don't like that. They don't like that. And so now they've realized that they're very stubborn about not losing you. Now they realize that they're very stubborn about not leaving your life. They realize that you have become one of these things that they are enveloped in, that they want to be enveloped in. You're one of their passions. You're becoming a really big passion. of this person's. It's kind of sounds like it's like I didn't say that very well, but you are becoming a very big passion to this person. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you are one of these things that this person is passionate about. They don't look at you as a thing, but I'm trying to say it like as I'm channeling this person's energy, and it's difficult. I don't think this person spends a lot of time talking to people. Or if they do, it's just about a particular subject. I don't think that this person spends a lot of time having heart to hearts with people. So they don't have, like, it's not that it isn't that they're bad at communicating. They just don't have a lot of current experience with it, is what it feels like. So I'm finding, like, barriers as I'm trying to explain these things. As far as the wording goes. So that has something to do with your person as well. But basically, let me jump out of their energy and just say this in mine. Okay, so this person is into you. They're really passionate about you. They started out just like noticing you and liking you, and then they started to like you more and more. And then at some point, there was like a little sensor that got hit inside of their mind. And I think it was when they realized that they were intimidated by you. They were like, what? Like, why is that happening? Because I don't think that's something that this person is used to. And so that made them kind of pull back and do their little experimentation and like really start to figure out what it is about you. Because they noticed there was something more. I don't think this person really cares much about people. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, it's not... I don't know any other way to say it. Like, they're not interested in people in general. You know, it's not like they're cold-hearted or anything, but people don't usually move them the way that you do. And I think that they... with You're My Mirror, I think they started to realize some similarities between you, and it was a little bit more than... I'm hearing more than meets the eye. So it was a little more. It was weird. It was like strange. They just realized there was something about you, basically. And you stood out in a way that other people didn't. So they started to like pay a little bit more attention and try to figure out what it is, and they did it on their own, and they did it in their own way. And they realized after doing all of this stuff that when it comes to these other things that this person is interested in and passionate about, you are in there now. Like, you're in there like swimwear. And this person realized that, and they're like, wait a minute. That doesn't happen. I don't usually get passionate about people. I'm usually just passionate about all this other shit that I'm into. Whatever it is. You know, this is like a lone wolf sort of energy. And they're like, wait a minute. Like, what the fuck? So now, like, they don't want to leave your life. So they did their little experiment and everything, and they're like, wait, okay, so I can just go back, right? Like, they met you and everything, and they're like, okay, that person's kind of cool or whatever, and then they had their little thing, they had their moment, and they did their experiments, but before they did the experiments, they were like, wait, I could just go back, right? Like, yeah, I met this person, and they're cool, and there's this stuff, and whatever, but I can just go back to how my life was before I met him, because it's just a person, right? Like, this is how this person thinks. So, like, I can just go back. It's not a big deal. So they tried to do that. And I feel like this person tried to do that repeatedly. They just tried to go back to what their life was like before they met you. And it wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same. And then they kept getting drawn back to you. And they realized you make them feel a kind of way. And it's the way that you make them feel about themselves as well. You make them feel special. You make them feel special, like they matter in a way that nobody else has been able to make them feel. And then with the whole mirror thing, like they really started to look into that aspect, and they're extremely interested in that. They don't understand it. It's like, I feel like this person just wants to get closer and closer and closer to you, but they are intimidated. And I feel like they've kind of been taking their time. But I think this person is going to start making bigger steps towards you. You're going to know. This isn't the kind of person who's going to leave you guessing about anything. And if you don't know who this is and you're like, I really don't know, it's because they haven't made those big steps towards you yet. Because once they do, this person is really powerful. They have a really powerful energy, a really powerful aura. They're very like alpha. It's the kind of person that you feel them like when they're driving down the road towards you. You're like, whoa, somebody's on the way. You just know, you feel them. They're big. They don't have to be big physically, they're big energetically. And they don't do stuff small. This is a fuck yes or a fuck no person. They're either all in or they're all out. There's no in between, black and white. They're very passionate about things. So, but this person is passionate about you, or they're going to be getting to this point soon. That's what this reading is saying. So, wow, 17 minutes? What? Peace.